Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, this? I'm just budgeting for concert tickets. All the concerts that I plan on attending this year. Just making sure I have enough money for each. Beyonce, Meg the Stallion, Tyler. Oh, the concert's canceled? Okay, a little extra for Beyonce and Meg. Go ahead, split that in half. Is live entertainment only for the rich? A lot of music artists are going on tour over the past few years, which is great. However, these prices though. What's going on? I learned a new word recently, folks. You know what that word is? Funflation. Inflation on things that are fun. That's a word. I'm calling Merriam and I'm calling Webster because I don't like that. I don't like that that's a word. Now, according to SeatGeek, ticket prices have doubled from 2019 to 2023. And a lot of this growth has to do with people valuing in-person entertainment post-pandemic. I'm blessed to say that I have been to concerts pre-pandemic. I know what it's like to hop online at your leisure. You know, could be right when the tickets go on sale, could be, you know, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 45, even minutes after the tickets have already gone on sale, leisurely stroll through that website looking at the different ticket prices, calling up your friends, hey girl, section A or section B, and then you check out with a smile on your face. These days, however, buying concert tickets, it feels like we are in Walmart on Black Friday in the years 2006, and there's only 3 very expensive flat screen TVs left and like 20 families there fighting over it. That is to say, it feels violent. It feels aggressive. It feels warlike, a little bit Hunger Games-ish, if you will. And I'm not from District 12, honey, but what effect does it have on us psychologically to have to pay all this money for live entertainment? First, let's dive into what are some of the practices behind these prices. Ticketmaster, which is owned by Live Nation Entertainment, is the largest ticketing sales platform, and according to Yale University, they control over 70%. Saying it hurts. They control over 70% of the market for ticketing and live events. Now, being the biggest player in the game is not the issue, but some of their pricing practices in the past and currently, you know, have been. First of all, they have in-demand pricing, which means that when the demand for a show goes up, the pricing goes up as well, which means that when a entertainer says, hey girls, 10 a.m. on Tuesday, log in. All right, sneak away from your desk at your job before your manager sees you on the Ticketmaster website. Okay, hop in the bathroom, perhaps, at work, not saying this is from experience or anything, and get these tickets. And because you and everybody else is doing it at the same time, that's the price. The price is going up. Now, according to Ticketmaster, the goal is to give fans fair and safe access to the best tickets while enabling artists and other people involved in staging live events to price tickets closer to their true market value. They actually introduced dynamic pricing in 2011 because the year prior, 2010, ticket sales had gone down by like 9%, which led to some losses. So basically what I'm saying here is all of y'all who had access to concert tickets in 2010, you messed up. You messed up bad because now we're all suffering. But to be fair, the company also claimed that this practice was going to help reduce the number of people trying to just scalp tickets and then sell them for a high price later, because you know, if the demand is high, now it's like, oh, now they got to invest a lot more money into buying the ticket to then sell the ticket at a higher price. So obviously people still scalp tickets. So not sure if it's if in-demand dynamic pricing has actually helped with that, or if that's y'all was just saying that to, you know, put a PR spin on the situation. I don't know. And then Ticketmaster also uses, or should I say, technically they used to use, drip pricing. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Came through dripping, drip, drip. Drip pricing, which is when at first they show you one price, but then when you're about to check out, you see all these other prices in the form of like service fees and all that kind of stuff. Basically, when you picked your seat, it was $100. But then when it was time to check out, now it's $132 because of service fees, because of processing fees, and facility charges. Now, Ticketmaster is no stranger to, how should I put this? Lawsuits. Going to court. Let's just say if you're a lawyer and you want guaranteed employment, Ticketmaster is where it's at, because it's always some fan or some artist suing them, it seems. In most recent times, famously, Taylor Swift fans in 2022 were trying to buy tickets for the Eras Tour and the website crashed. So 24 Taylor Swift fans, the Swifties, they came together like Voltron, okay, like it was Power Rangers or something, to sue Live Nation. The US Justice Department opened a whole antitrust investigation that year. President Biden, you know, he was talking about hidden fees in his State of the Union address. As a result, Live Nation in September 2023 rolled out a new policy where you can see the full price up front. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this policy is a little because some shows, it's automatically gonna show the upfront price, but then some shows you have to like click this button first to get the upfront price. Hi, it's me from the future editing this video, and I realized I left some key points out, so let me explain further. The Ticketmaster upfront pricing will automatically show if you fall into one of two categories. First category is the venue is one that Ticketmaster owns and operates, or Live Nation, the company that owns Ticketmaster. The second category is the venue must fall into a state where it is legally required for them to show the upfront pricing automatically. So those states would include New York, Connecticut, and Tennessee. If you don't fall into one of those two categories, too bad, so sad, because what that means is you're gonna have to use that filter button I was just talking about if you wanna see the full upfront pricing. They received some pushback because people are like, why can't you just show the full upfront price automatically for everybody? Like, you definitely have the power to do that. And Live Nation was like, slow your roll there. We actually don't have the power to do that. And this is what they had to say in response. Ticketmaster does not have the unilateral right to do that, as it is an agent for the venues that issue tickets, and along with the content owners, aka the artists, sports teams, etc., determine ticket pricing and how fees are displayed. So what that means is if you want to see upfront pricing automatically, that's up to your state legislators to pass a law that will make it required, because then everybody has to comply. Right now, it's too many cooks in the kitchen. We're not the Gordon Ramsay of this kitchen. We're just, you know what I'm saying? We're just a fork, a salad fork on the cutlery of items needed to eat this dinner. This metaphor got really complicated. The government. So. Now, Ticketmaster, you know good and well, for the girls like me who didn't realize that you rolled this out September 2023, I didn't know I was supposed to click a button first. So I was really irritated when I bought my Megan Thee Stallion tickets. I guess I should have worked on this video before that, and I would have known. My subscribers are like, yeah, you should have. The Taylor Swift situation was 2022, but let's talk about 1994. Because in 1994, they got into it with Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam. In 1994, is that the name of one of Taylor Swift's albums? No, that's 1989. Ooh, that would have been a good coincidence if it was. Damn, missed opportunity. So in 1994, Pearl Jam was playing a charity show, but then they found out that Ticketmaster was charging extra fees on top of the ticket price. And Pearl Jam didn't like that. Pearl Jam was like, excuse me, we only want to perform at venues where the concert ticket is no more than $18 and that service charge is no more than $1.80. Pause. Because I know we're all a little shook over what the concert prices were in the 90s. I know. Let's pause and absorb that. Let's let that percolate a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna move on back to the story. So the venues were like, we actually like the Ticketmaster service charge because we're getting some of that money on the back end. Because what Ticketmaster was doing, and this whole Pearl Jam situation kind of blew this up and made it public, what Ticketmaster was doing was they were going to the venues directly. And they were saying, hey venues, you should sell all your tickets through us. Exclusively exclusively, and we're gonna pay you a nice fat check of real money, not this fake money I ordered on Amazon. Shout out to the FBI agent monitoring my Amazon orders, because I'm sure you were real puzzled by this one. Okay. Anyways, Pearl Jam was upset because they know a lot of their fans are teenagers, and you know, back then, that was a lot of money. To expect teenagers to be paying like $30 for a ticket that really should have only been $18, that was a lot of money. What are the teens doing now? Are the teens going to concerts? We'll get to that later. But back to the story. So the Justice Department was like, the U.S. Justice Department, the government, and Pearl Jam was like, can I help you? And the Justice Department was like, why don't y'all file a complaint with us? And Pearl Jam was like, a word? And the Justice Department was like, here's a pen and here's the paperwork. And that's what they did, girl. Pearl Jam filed a complaint with the U.S. Justice Department. It was an antitrust complaint, and they were basically saying, y'all are abusing your power as one of the biggest players in this industry because you're limiting people's choices. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like the exclusive person that people can buy tickets through. It limits choices for the consumer because they have no choice but to buy through you. That's messed up. Okay, see, the government doesn't care if it's a lot of money, but if it limits the choices, that's when it gets a little gray. So the Justice Department, they're on their Inspector Gadget. They're on their Sherlock Holmes. They doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? They calling people up. I don't know. Whatever they do. Okay, and hold on, let me check my notes, and I'm gonna tell you right now what the government did to Ticketmaster, because when you find out, okay, it says in my notes that the Justice Department ended up closing their investigation with no government repercussions for Ticketmaster. And I'm proud to be an American, at least I know I'm free. Let me dry my tears with all this money I'm gonna spend on concert tickets this summer. So what are the effects of these high ticket prices? Because this is the thing. People are buying the tickets. It's not like the ticket prices are high and we're all like, we're not paying that. We refuse to pay that. No, we're not refusing. We're actually folding. We're folding like this fake money. This is like when, you know how when Netflix every, 2 weeks feels like, no. You know how Netflix, they'll increase the prices on their service like every year, and we all complain about how streaming service prices are basically cable prices now and blah, blah, blah. But then at the same time, we're like, hey, can you charge that to my MasterCard? Why would Ticketmaster change their policies if y'all are just gonna comply with the policy that's already there, that's making them a lot of money? So the first thing I noticed with ticket prices going up is that it's being used in the Stan Wars. What are the Stan Wars? The Stan Wars are when I say, hey, my fave is charging $200 for a seat in the back, the nosebleeds actually. Meanwhile, your fave is only charging $50. So therefore my fave is better than yours. Okay, I get the shade, not a bad insult. But who's paying those prices, sweetie? Because it's us. You and me, baby. Okay, our pockets are getting emptied no matter who we support. So Victoria Monet had general admission tickets for her tour last year that I attempted to buy, but it sold out before I could get there, and the resale price was too high, so I didn't go, and I'm still kind of sad about it, but it's okay. That's okay. The point I'm trying to make is that, it was general admission, but I did not see one negative review for that performance. She was not performing in arenas, but she performs better than some people who are in arenas. If we're keeping it on Benjamin Franklin. I put that on my own mama. Look at his face. Disgusted. He agrees. So when I can see my fave for less than $100 in this economy, go ahead and insult me. You actually need to be congratulating me. So how about that? 2, people are more selective about which live entertainers they're willing to support. If you, for example, have like 5 people that are going on tour this year and you can only afford 2, well then I guess It's starting to feel like The Bachelor. Who will get the rose? Who will get the shmoney? People are less willing to take a chance on people they may not even like. Okay, I know me personally. If you can't sing and dance simultaneously well, my chances of seeing you live have just decreased. And in this economy, in these times, somebody will live stream it on Instagram. I don't need to go. This is probably great for live festival goers because you can see a lot of people for one price, including people who you're like a little shaky on. Maybe you only know one or two songs, but you don't really know their discography like that. Great for them. Whatever stamina you have, if you're going to an outdoor live festival, that is stamina that I do not possess. My auntie needs a seat. Auntie needs a seat is what I'm trying to say. Third point, expensive concert going is a more exclusive activity, and as a result, teens and young adults who may not have as much disposable income, okay, they have less access to concerts. They're probably going to see smaller artists or they're going to live festivals, okay, which is why they have the strength to walk around outside in the hot sun. Remember when we were talking about Pearl Jam and what their teen fan base could afford? Yeah, now it's worse. So there's more reliance on experiencing concerts digitally, through people like live streaming it, recording it for YouTube, all that stuff. You know those NPR Tiny Desk concerts? Those are so important. My fourth point is that there's just a general sense of frustration around tickets. I see people upset over when tickets get announced versus when tickets go on sale because they feel like they don't have enough time to save up, this, that, and the third. And unfortunately, because the market is able, like, people are still able to buy these shows even though they're getting zero time between announcement and ticket sale start time to save up. People are still going out of their way to buy the tickets. So it's really on the consumer to change their habits. You know, maybe we all need to have our own savings account for concert tickets. I don't know. Piggy banks? Take it back to the old days. Across generations, people tend to spend about 4 to 5%, not 45, 4 to 5% of their income on entertainment. That includes concert tickets. So this is important to all of us. Okay, we are all trying to get our lives hearing live music. And as hard of a pill as it is to swallow, as long as buying behavior continues to support the system, it's gonna be hard to get them to change the system. I don't know, what will it take to like change the market? Honestly, people would have to buy tickets less. I feel like the demand would have to go down. Because if you really think about it, like, demand pricing is not inherently a terrible thing. It just sucks now because the demand for everybody's concert feels so high that the prices for everybody is high. I know with like credit cards and Klarna, it's annoying to have to spend a lot of money, but people can do it even if they don't have that money in their bank account at that moment. I think we need to bring back Walmart concerts. We need to bring back concerts in the mall. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think? What will it take? Did I just give myself a paper cut with this fake money? Anyways, y'all, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think the effects, like, what have you been noticing with the concert prices going up? What do you think it's gonna take for the market to change to where the prices aren't so bad? I don't know. If you don't fall into one of those two categories, too bad, so sad. What that means is you're gonna have, did my phone just interrupt me? If you don't fall into one of those two categories,